Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So for today's message, we have a message that is meant to find you guys by tonight. So if you're seeing this reading, if you're here, I'm sure it's for a reason. So let's see, what is the important message meant to reach you by tonight from Spirit? Can we please get the guidance for this collective, Spirit? What is the guidance for this collective? I'm hearing it's your time. I'm hearing it's your time. This is this message might be very eye-opening for some of you. It might be like a wake-up call for some of you, but Spirit is saying that it's time for you. It's time for you. What is the guidance for this collective, Spirit? Can we please get the message that it needs to find them before tonight? Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to feel in your now. This is a divine quality. I'm getting right away this energy of like, you can exhale, guys. Everything is gonna be okay. And I feel like this reading might find you in a time when things are really going to fall into place for you. Spirit is saying things are about to fall into place for you. You're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. So I feel like this is a time when a lot of you are spiritually awakening. Yeah, you know, I heard like wake up call, and I sense that this collective is undergoing major spiritual awakening. Maybe you have been starting to feel more spiritually connected. You have been welcoming in new spiritual knowledge, new spiritual connection. I'm getting a sense of like a guide has stepped in to guide your journey. Somebody has stepped from that energy of source to guide your journey right now. Maybe a lot of you have been starting to feel like this new divine connection in your life starting to happen. Maybe like this can be personal. It can be a voice that you feel within. It can be also, I'm hearing a YouTube channel. It can be somebody who is channeling energies, who is channeling messages, who has stepped in to guide your way. I'm hearing that you guys are being prepared for something big. You're being prepared for a new rising. Spirit is saying that big things are in store for you. What else is the guidance for this collective, Spirit? What is the message meant to find them by tonight? Well, yeah, it's within reach. So something is within reach for you. I feel like I'm going to take some tarot cards to also clarify later what's within reach so that we get confirmation. But we have little by little, and I kind of sense like maybe little by little you have been taking small steps. Spirit is saying all of this is culminating, all of this is compiling into something really big for you. So it's within reach. It's all for a reason. Okay, beautiful reminder that everything happens for a reason. Everything in this universe literally happens for a reason. And although we may not be able to see it in the time when it happens, in the end, it all ends up making sense. If some of you feel confused as to why things have been happening little by little for you, you will soon have the answer. You will soon know why maybe something has been slower than you think it should have been, or maybe why something has been taking longer than it should have been. It's all for alignment is what I'm hearing. It's all for alignment. Something that you have been anticipating is coming in. Something that you have been... the thing is, like, this is not going to come as a surprise for you because we do have that, like, little by little card. So it's a journey that you have been on. Spirit is saying this is a journey that you have been on for a long time. And little by little, you have been kind of making slow progress. It has been very, like, maybe you haven't even noticed it just because of how slow it has been. But you've made progress. Spirit wants to say you've made progress, even though you may not notice it. It's all for a reason. So let's see what is within reach for this collective, Spirit. What is about to happen for this collective? Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay. What is within reach? Look at the Wheel of Fortune. 3 months. So this is all going to happen over the span of the next 3 months is what I feel. 3 of Wands, I always see it as like the nearby future. So what's happening next for you? You're close to a vision that you've always had for your life is something that Spirit wants to say to you. So what's within reach is this vision of your life that you've always had. And soon you will take on a new journey is what Spirit is channeling to me. So you have the 8 of Cups here, which is you beginning a new journey. Something about next year, which is 2026, it's going to take you on a new journey. I feel like you will begin the year off, right? This is happening in the beginning of next year. A lot of you will begin a new journey. A lot of you might have like an opportunity to leave your current country, leave your current base. It's like you've outgrown your current environment. You've outgrown your current soil. That's what's, wow, this is beautiful. But I feel like you've outgrown your current soil, and Spirit is saying you're ready for a bigger pot, or even a bigger garden to be planted in. So it's like you're being taken from your current environment because it's too small for you, and you're being placed into a much larger environment, a place you've always seen yourself being, and something that you've always felt called and destined for. Wow, oh my God, the 9 of Pentacles, guys. Wow, this is going to be so beautiful, because the 9 of Pentacles is, I see you stepping into so much abundance, and the way that you're being like exposed, the way you're going to be exposed to so much elevation, so much wealth, and so much luxury, it's really going to be like eye-jarring for some of you is what I feel, because this is maybe like your first touch with luxury. This is your first like experience being in such settings. The 9 of Pentacles is lifestyle elevation. Okay, so this is the way that your life is going to be changing. This is the way that you're going to be placed into a different environment, because your current environment feels too small for you. So you're really deciding to walk away towards what you feel destined for. And the Wheel of Fortune is really signifying this kind of overnight shift for you, where over the span of the next 3 months, you will really see a shift in your life. You will see a big change in terms of how your life looks like. So you're not going to be where you are currently. That's something that Spirit wants to tell you. Your environment is going to completely change. You're going to be in a bigger place. You're going to be in a more expensive, honestly, I'm hearing the word expensive, like I'm hearing the word like luxury, abundance, wealth. The people who will surround you might have a higher status, they might have more wealth, they might be more exposed to these kinds of things. Like I feel like that's their natural way of living, as to where you're coming in and this is your first time experiencing something like this. So I feel a lot of you are going to have like this very touch with luxury, Spirit is saying. I don't know, so maybe that's something meaningful to you. But yeah, I'm getting luxury, that's what I keep hearing. The way you're going to know that this reading is for you is because this is something that you're aware of. Yeah, I'm imaginative. So, you know, I see our imagination as like a 4. You have 12 also. I'm focused. I feel like a lot of you have been really focused on a specific image of your life, right? You've had this specific vision of like how your life will look like in the future. And I feel like the way you're going to know this reading is for you, the way that you're going to know this is confirmation for you, is because you have been actually imagining this kind of scene for yourself. Like you've seen yourself maybe being in this expensive place, being in this kind of environment. This is a vision that you have. This is already known to you. It already has been shown to you by Spirit and by Source that this is something that your life will kind of eventually look like in the future. And it's all has been like little by little compiling. So now this is within reach. This vision that you have been being shown for maybe the past couple of years, maybe the past year, is all now coming together for you. Okay, 5, I am adaptable. So there is going to be definitely a significant change. It's like, this is like a situation that you will need to adapt to. It's a change for sure. What is the guidance, Spirit, that is meant to reach this collective by tonight? Wow, 777. I'm in the flow. This is crazy, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. So know that this change is bringing you great blessings. It's a situation that you will need to adapt to in the best way possible. As I mentioned, it feels like some of you never have experienced something like this. Like, this might be your first encounter with this kind of setting. This might be your first encounter with this kind of environment. So you kind of have to adapt. You kind of have to learn how to maybe, like, you know, be present in these kinds of settings. Like, you, at first you might feel a little bit out of place of like, what am I doing here? I don't feel like you might have like this imposter syndrome kind of thing in the beginning of like, maybe you feel like you don't belong there, but eventually you will get the hang of it and you will adjust to it. So your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is a part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. I'm in the flow. Everything happens for a reason, guys. Remember, everything that you've been shown, everything that you're being revealed, it's all part of your path. It's all part of your journey. And there is no such a thing as a coincidence on your path. Everything is happening for a reason and for your highest good. I'm hearing that it all has been leading up until to this moment for you. And I'm hearing for some of you, you have been feeling frustrated because you've known this. Like, some of you may feel frustrated because you've been in this place that you know you've outgrown for longer than you've been wanting to, but it's kind of like you always knew that it was for a reason. You always knew that eventually it was gonna change. You just had to allow, I guess, like, the time to pass or certain events to pass. You really trusted. Let's see, what is your final message here that you need to hear by tonight? Even without a plan, I still belong to the path. What a beautiful way to end your reading. What a beautiful way to really, like, conclude your message that you were always on the right path, even when you felt like you weren't on the right path. I really like this card because maybe some of you never really had a plan as to how you're going to get yourself to this vision that you were shown. But you know that saying, like, God will show you the vision, but not the way. And maybe that was your case. Maybe you were just shown the vision, like, hey, this is what your life is going to be like one day, but I'm not going to tell you how you're going to get there because that wouldn't make sense to you, you know? So I definitely feel like you have been, like, walking this path and this journey, just having to trust, I guess, that it's the right one for you and that it will all work out. But also something that I'm a big believer in is that all paths lead to the same outcome. It doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't really matter if you go right or left or if you go straight. Somewhere along the way, something is going to turn you around, is going to put you in the right direction. So as long as you still have the vision that you aspire to experience, no matter what you do, it's still going to lead to the same outcome. It doesn't matter, really. Something divine will step into your path and take charge, even if you may not notice. But I feel like you have been persisting in a certain path, even without a plan. You were still faithful, and you were always on the right path. That's something that Spirit wants to say. You were always on the right path. So over the next 3 months, I feel, get ready, because it's coming in, is within reach. So your new journey is within reach. Your new life is within reach, is what I would say for you guys. So this was such a beautiful message, and I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.